Boring! Great, now everyone hates me.
Hi guys, it's me, Alexa from Alexa Plays Games. So today, I'm excited to share with you guys the one and only true good build for Edgar. Seriously, you can trust me. You can tell from my super impressive Silver 2 mastery and 700 whole trophies, I know, crazy high trophies, right? That I am in fact an Edgar main. My prowess on the Edgar is practically goddess-like. Really. I was gonna keep all of my tips and tricks hidden from you guys, but someone kept annoying me, so I finally relented so I could get some peace and quiet. Despite being the best Edgar NA, nay, the entire world, I figure I should still consult the king of Vision Gear Edgar himself. Second, who is actually the best. Seriously, stop letting his name fool you. I did, in fact, comment a while back that I would use his build, in all seriousness mind you, and as you can tell, I really did nothing but gain trophies from his build. So today, I'm going to show you how you too can be the CEO of Vision Gear Edgar, just like me. So the first thing you have to do to play Edgar like a god is to pick the right skin. Otherwise, you won't win any trophies at all, and this is just not the right skin.
This is so lame.
Neither is that one.
Can't believe I have to do this.
Definitely not that one.
Back on the grind.
No. Ah, yes.
Boring.
Edgar Tata.
Back on the grind.
The skin that all Edgar mains love, and for good reason. There's no way you'll lose a single trophy running this skin. The second thing you need is the right build. This is the only good build for Edgar. Don't even try to argue with me, it's true. Why would you use any other build on Edgar when you can use this one? I don't care what you say, this is the only good build, and I'll tell you why, starting with his gadget. Let's Fly helps you charge up his super much faster for 4 seconds.
Can't believe I have to do this.
It's clearly the superior gadget because, like, who needs a shield when you can jump on people right away? It's not like Edgar is squishy or anything like that. Besides, to be a god like Edgar, you need to be able to jump on top of your enemies as fast as possible. Some players suggest that, especially for passive modes, you should wait for the perfect moment to strike, and thus you don't need this gadget because you have time to charge up your super passively, but those people are big dummies. Clearly, you should spam this gadget to get as many takedowns as fast as humanly possible.
Back on the grind.
I mean, who needs gadgets during the middle and end game? I mean, seriously. Oh yeah, just look how goddess-like my Edgar is. I healed and I got 3 kills. I know, it's hard not to be jealous. Next, let's talk about his one and only good star power. Hard landing helps Edgar deal an extra 1350 damage when he lands on top of someone. Yeah, just ignore that other star power. Why would you want extra healing? It's not like Edgar is squishy and easy to kill and needs the extra healing or anything.
Get away from me!
No, you should definitely be prioritizing damage and kills above everything else, because Brawl Stars is a game that doesn't have objectives. It's not like you need to use strategy and game sense to win games or anything. No. All Edgar mains know that the way to win in Brawl Stars is kills and damage. I mean, if you don't have the most kills or damage on the end screen because you prioritize the objective over KD, then you're not playing the game right. So this star power will help you get easy kills to add to your end screen.
CEO of Brawl Stars.
Because you want to take out brawlers with very little health by just landing on them. No punchies required. Next, let's talk about his gears. You definitely need the +1 gear.
Great, now everyone hates me.
Especially in his best mode, Showdown, because it's not like you'll be spending the vast majority of the game camping in the grass, waiting for your enemies to kill each other until finally the gas rolls in and you can't hide anymore. You'll find doing that, you'll definitely need all 4 of his gadgets to charge up his super and hypercharge.
Leave me alone!
Because while camping, you're definitely going to be getting kill after kill. See, I definitely needed an extra gadget to win that. No way I would have won that without this gear. And most importantly, you need the vision gear. In fact, all assassins really need this gear. There's no way second would contradict me on that one.
I could do this if I wanted to.
The best way to use the vision gear is to jump on top of the entire enemy team in a desperate attempt to get a kill, like every Edgar main in the game.
So lame. Boring!
See? What would my teammates have done if I hadn't vision geared the entire enemy team for them? They wouldn't have been able to do anything at all. And finally, if you want to play Brawl Stars right, by camping in bushes, making your teammates 2v3 until you finally have something to contribute, you need his Hypercharge. Edgar's Hypercharge outbursts increases his supercharging speed by a few seconds on top of the speed, damage, and shield buff. Now what's really important to remember is after you get a team wipe with this, you need to spin like you just did something that actually requires skill. Because trust me, it's so difficult charging up his Hypercharge. You'll spend the entire game so sweaty, getting kills left and right, and you still might not get it. Which is why when you finally, after all of that work, get his Hypercharge, you really deserve that moment of just spinning and thumbing them down because you put in the work and you earned it. I know, my Edgar is just too stunning for the average person to behold. And finally, the third thing you need to learn is how to properly use his mechanics.
YOLO! Woo!
Now, Edgar's mechanics are going to be really hard for me to teach you guys. He's pretty notorious for having the most difficult mechanics in the game. You might spend the entire game really working so hard to charge up your super and hypercharge, but just never really manage to do it because the sheer skill it takes to charge them up is just so intense. I'm not exaggerating when I say the skill cap for Edgar is just way too high. What were you thinking, Supercell? Honestly, to be as good at Edgar as me, it takes years of rigorous training, just every day working with a coach or even better, an Edgar guru. No, seriously, those exist. Just working on his mechanics from sunrise to sunset. It's not like you can just start playing the game and be able to play him. I had to train with the absolute best of the best to be this good, so honestly, you're lucky I'm going to share my knowledge with you.
YOLO! Woo! CEO of Brawl Stars.
Edgar's basic attack is probably the most difficult aspect of his mechanics, but as you can see, Edgar punches his enemies with his weird scarf that seems to have its own consciousness. But while I could go on and on about how weird it is that his scarf punches people, I do need to teach you guys this really difficult technique that you need to master in order to use Edgar's basic attack properly. And that technique is called auto-aim. Now, I know auto-aim is definitely a foreign concept to most of you, but bear with me. Auto-aim is incredibly difficult to master because while other brawlers who have to aim their shots require absolutely no skill whatsoever, Edgar on the other hand has to camp in bushes and surprise attack people by spamming auto-aim as fast as humanly possible.
CEO of Brawl Stars.
It's not something every player in the game can do since it has such a high skill cap. Edgar's super allows him to jump over walls and land a distance away on top of his target. His super is known for its difficulty because in order to charge it up, you really have to work super hard. You have to actually hit your shots to charge it up. I know, what is with that? It's not like you can just sit in a bush while you wait for it to charge up on its own. Also, it's not like you have a gadget that you can also just pop to charge up extra supers if you really need them. It takes so much work to charge up a super. Wow, I truly am the best Edgar ever. Honestly though, how did I rank him up using this build? Is Second secretly a genius?
This is so lame. Back on the grind.
In all seriousness though, you can tell the difference between a good Edgar player and a bad Edgar player like me. Because just like with every brawler, skill and game sense comes with practice. So while I had a lot of fun at Edgar's expense, I was just joking. If you took the time to really learn how to play Edgar and make him work even if the deck is stacked against you, I wholeheartedly applaud you for that. If you hated this video and want to watch a guide that is actually made to help you play a brawler better, make sure to check out my real guides. I'm making a series, which also means I'll eventually make a serious Edgar guide, I promise. You can also leave a comment or chat with me in my server about it, link in the description, because I love hearing from you guys. Currently, I'm working on some actual real guides and mastery pushes, so stay tuned. But until then, play later guys! Mwah!